Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mr. C here. So today is Wednesday, April 22nd. Quarter grades were given out yesterday, and I know some of you guys had some concerns or some questions regarding the incompletes that were given. So that's something that the district did this year, or this quarter, I'm sorry, and it is because of everything that happened with the online schooling. So what's going to happen is instead of you getting a zero in the grade, you're going to get an incomplete. They are going to allow the option to get the work done. So for some of you guys that just don't want to do the work, you're going to have the ability to remake up and make up the work and to go in there and do that. I'm not letting this happen all quarter. For week, we're going to go week by week. So I will unlock the week 31 or 32, I believe it is, the first week's work, and that will be done for, you're going to have we'll do 3 days to get that done. So you guys will have until, today's Wednesday, you guys will have until Sunday to get that stuff done. And then next week from Monday through Thursday, you guys will have the second week work done. And then from Thursday until Monday, you'll have the third week's worth of work done. So that way we are only 1 week behind. I repeat, I am not going to allow people to not do their work for a quarter and then think that they're going to come back in the last week of school and say, oh, Mr. C, can I do my late work? No. If I issue you the work in the week, get the work done that week, okay? Some of you guys are doing like just a comp check and then you guys aren't doing anything else. Like you think that's going to be okay, and it's not okay. You have to have the same expectations like you're in class that you're having at home to get the work done. All right. So for you guys that are just coasting along and not doing the work, it's unacceptable. I don't care what the situation is. It's unacceptable. You guys need to buckle down, have some discipline, get yourself a schedule where you can look at a calendar or write dates on a piece of paper and say, okay, on Monday, I'm going to do math. Tuesday, I'm going to do ELA. Wednesday, I'm going to do social studies and science. And then Thursday and Friday, I'm going to do whatever other classes that I need to go back to. Or if I couldn't get on to Pearson, I'm going to get on and try it out again. You have to adjust. You guys have to understand that you guys need to adjust your schedules accordingly. And if Pearson is not working, then go do another class and get that work done. Okay? I would recommend to do Pearson either after dinner or before, like from right now, before. So like from 7 o'clock to like 10 o'clock. You have to remember, Marley Park is not the only school that does Pearson. This is a program that's done all over the country, and all the different schools that are on the East Coast, those guys are like 2 hours ahead of us right now. So right now it's their lunchtime. So right now would probably be an ideal time to start doing Pearson or getting done with Pearson. But what happens is that so many people wait and they do it during the high traffic time. You guys aren't going to get the work done. All right. So you guys need to get on there and do the work. There's no excuse not to do it at all. I give you guys the minimal amount of work that you guys have to do. All right. For some of you guys that got your grades, you guys want to start asking questions. If you have a question, just write it in the chat right now that you have a question. And then if you don't want everybody else to know about it, you can shoot me an email and send me the question that way, and I'll answer it for you. But let me know that you have a question right here in the chat, so that way I know for it and to respond to it. The grades were given incompletes because they weren't turned in, and they didn't want to give you guys a zero that will mess up your grade. So like I said, I will give you guys 4 days to redo the work from the first week of school, and then another 4 days after that, we'll unlock everything for that next section, and then for that next time, we'll unlock everything for that next section. Listen, look at Infinite Campus, look at the stuff you didn't do. If you have an incomplete and during the first week of school back after spring break, you better get into Galileo and you better get into Pearson and get the work done. You have 4 days to do it. That's it. All right? I'm going to unlock the stuff today so you guys can get in there and do it. I don't want to hear any whining and complaining about it, guys. You guys complain a lot about not getting your work done. It's your fault. It's nobody else's fault but your own. Okay? Now, with the work for this week, you guys have work that's required from Grapes of Wrath You guys need to listen to that story. It's 10 minutes long. You need to listen to it, follow along in the reading. It's 20 paragraphs. You need to get a piece of paper and write down one or two sentences of what the main idea is of every single paragraph, okay? I've told you guys this before. You guys need to annotate. You guys aren't doing that. And then you're asking questions about what to read and how to read it, and you don't understand what this means, and you don't understand what Oklahoma means and what Dust Bowl means. Look it up, okay? Look at that sign right there. Do I look like Google? Right there, bam. Listen, you guys know that's my sign from class. I'm not Google. Do it yourselves. You have to take an initiative, stand up, pull up your bootstraps, and be a big boy and a big girl and do your work, okay? So you need to get that stuff done. You guys have until Friday at midnight to turn it in. There's no bell work. There's no bell work test. So, I mean, what are you guys waiting on? I'm going to unlock all the first week stuff from school. Let me tell you guys real quick. All right. That's going to be week 31. So I'm going to open up week 31, and I'm going to open up the poetry collection. You know, you need to get into Infinite Campus, and you'll know the stuff that you did not turn in. For those of you with the week 31 test, listen, if you got like a 0 or you didn't do it, or you got like a 1 or a 2 or a 3 and you want to try to increase it, you can go ahead and do that. But if you get something lower, I can't go through this again and do that, okay? So you're going to have to contact me specifically for Galileo if you want to redo week 31 bell work and week 31 test. You need to contact me specifically. I'm not going to open it up to everybody, because by doing that, you guys are going to rotate and change your grades around, and that's not acceptable. I won't do that. All right. So for those of you that have week 31 in poetry collection work, I will open that up. Today is Wednesday. You're going to have until Sunday to finish that up. Are there any questions regarding that? No questions. Good. I'm glad you guys understand where I'm coming from. All right. So that will be the rules of engagement for that. Okay. So week 31 work will be unlocked. Anything in Galileo is specific. You need to email me, text me about that so that I can unlock it for you specifically. And that will be that, guys. For Pearson, you guys have Grapes of Wrath. It's a 10-minute story, 20 paragraphs. You need to annotate, and you need to do 1 or 2 sentences per paragraph so that you guys know what the heck the story means. I mean, it's an easy story to read, guys. It's a classic, okay? It's an American classic. It's a world-renowned classic. So you guys need to get in there and read it, okay? You need to answer the questions that are very minimal. Next week, we're going to have a writing project to do, and you're going to have to be able to get in there and do it, okay? So next week's going to be a writing sample, and I'm not self-isolated. I'm actually moving about. I'm considered an essential person. So you guys are going to have to do a writing sample next week. It's going to be a 5-paragraph paper. For some of you guys, it'll be less. I'll give you guys the authorization for less, but you get to type it and then you get to submit it. Okay. So you guys will be okay on that. Are there any questions about the makeup work? Here's what we're doing. Okay. If you got an incomplete on something, you're going to have the option to go back and do it. It's not going to be a season-long thing where you wait till the last week, okay? So I will definitely post a video about it. I will post a message about it as well. And what it is I'm going to give you guys 4 days, every 4 days, to go back into a past week to do it. So right now it's going to be week 31. And if you're not online and you don't tell your friends, or they're not here to check in and they miss that window, that's them. That's not anybody else's fault. They're supposed to be here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and they have a class that they can go back to and read the video. So they can go back and watch the video, and they can listen to it. And that's the whole purpose of it, guys. I don't want you guys to fail. So I'm going to open up Pearson for the first story so you can get back in there. If you have an incomplete, get in there and do the work. All right. Look at Infinite Campus, see what you messed up on, and get in there and clean it up. And then I am going, and then you got to let me know that you did it too. That's something, because I won't know that you did it. I'll have to go in there and look to make sure you did it. And then Galileo, it's specific. You have to contact me specifically for week 31 that you want to get in there and do your bell work and then your bell work test. All right. So if there's no questions about that, no moans, groans, gripes, or complaints, we're good to go. Make sure you guys get into the Grapes of Wrath today for Pearson. If Pearson's not working, make sure you're using the Chrome platform so you guys can get online. If it's still not working, again, don't go during mass day hours. You have to go after dinner or before breakfast kind of thing. Get up early, and that's just the way it's working, guys. I have the same problem. I have to go on late at night to do grades and stuff. All right, Haven, good deal, kid. Good to see you on here. So again, I will open up bell work for week 31 today. You got to contact me specifically for anybody that wants to get back in there and do the bell work test and the bell work for week 31, and it's going to be open up until Sunday. And then for Pearson, for the poetry collection for Pearson, that'll be opened up today as well. And you guys will have the opportunity to correct your grades that you got from an incomplete. Only incompletes. We're not doing, to better your grade from a 2 to a 3 or nothing like that. Okay? You have to contact me specifically, guys. All right? If there's no questions, shoot me an email. I'll take a look at them and respond appropriately. If you have a text to send to me and it's more than 3 sentences, you need to call me. Use some text etiquette. Do not send me more than 3 sentences in a text. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because that's just too much reading, and I don't even understand what you guys text me anyway because I can't understand it. So call me. Okay, use your phone, dial, and when you guys send me an email, don't put your whole email in the subject line. I saw somebody gave me like a 5-sentence subject line yesterday with the entire thing in the email. That's not what an email is for. Just leave the subject line blank and then open up the body of the email and then type in your statement or your question in that, okay? That was crazy. I was like, what is this? I couldn't even read it because the subject line was so big. He had 5 sentences in there. That's crazy, all right? Anyway, that's crazy. I got to teach you guys how to do emails. Dang it, man. All right. Any questions, guys? If not, enjoy your day. Get over into classes. Thanks for showing up. Hey, let your friends know they're able to remake week 31. I'm going to post right now poetry collection on Pearson. So I'm going to open that back up for you guys. And then you guys need to be able to get into Galileo for week 31. You need to contact me. That's the only way I'm going to open it up. All right. Levi, good to see you here. Take care, guys.